And you hear about stuff about vets coming back after serving time and they're not taken care of. So to be a part of something like this where you know you're giving back to the people who have fought for this country, that's special. That's what it's about.
You know, one is done right from the get-go when you arrive at the school, and then the Marines getting you fired up before the game, and seeing the guys in between the game, the presentation of the chair to one of the Marines, and just knowing what that young man has given up for us to be able to play this game. You think about what happens in other countries around the world, and you just thank God that you have the ability to play in a safe environment that we just take for granted, that a lot of countries don't even have the opportunity to take for granted because it doesn't happen there. So all that stuff is the great part of it, and just again knowing that we're honoring the people that give us our freedom, and it's a great opportunity to teach our kids what these young men and women are giving of themselves for us, because really we talk about playing for each other and playing for the Lord, and there's no greater thing than being in the military. You're not doing it for yourself. You're really giving up for the greater good and the greater good of our country and for the Lord. So it's pretty good situation.
And that's the thing about this game, and that's why I tell all my friends, my coaching friends, and everybody around, I say, it's an opportunity to play in something that's amazing. And like I said, my kids were they understood that this was this. Rarely, as a high school, do you get to play for something other than just the glory of winning at your school or this or that. But to be in an operation like this, and to be in a game that honors such a great cause, and the fans, and you're seeing everything, it just, for us, it was life changing, and we really appreciate being invited.
Well, I think the first thing is that we want to be involved in a great cause, and what greater cause is there than recognizing our veterans, and especially when you have the opportunity to show your kids that there's things greater than football, right? And so I think we want to be a part of that. We want to come together, with other top schools in the country, and come out to California and just be a part of a military event, and so it's something we're excited about, and we're looking forward to the trip.
Earlier, one of my dearest friends from St. Joe's graduated a year ahead of me, did 3 tours in Afghanistan and Iraq, and after what we had one of the best nights we've had as friends with another buddy of ours, he took his life, and it's something that nobody saw coming. It was something that we were hit hard. The St. Joe's community was hit hard. Our friendships were hit hard, and it's something that lives on with us as in our group, that everybody that knew him. And when we had the opportunity to get involved with the honor group, that was at the forefront of my mind. And it's important for our boys, as young men, to understand just what these men are going through on a daily basis, whether it be physical ailments, whether it be amputees, whether it be PTSD. It's very real, and I want them to understand that, like we had talked about earlier, what a hero looks like. It's you and me. It could be a friend of yours next time, and that heads off, and it's something that they need to understand, and it's an experience that I hope they never forget.
Well, it's a tremendous honor for us to play in this game, and I'm glad that to come back in it and play. My son was a 20-year Air Force fighter pilot, had many missions over Iraq, an F-16 fighter pilot, went to the United States Air Force Academy. So we've learned a lot about the military, having a son in it, and all the great sacrifices that the men and women have made. And when you have somebody in the military, you begin to appreciate a little bit more, and you understand a little bit more because you dig in and learn about it. Mm-hmm. And it's just this game that you've put together is just a tremendous game for the kids to play in and to honor our troops. We're just privileged to be part of it.
Shoot, I think about 7 of these kids played in your first Honor Bowl as sophomores. So they understand the Honor Bowl and they appreciate the Honor Bowl, and they get the whole thing. You can tell by their answers, they get the whole thing and why they're playing for it. Because they know we have a home game, but we're not trying to make money off it. We're trying to help a bigger cause than our own school. And what better cause than to help the military? And I had, between my 19 years coaching. I got double digits of guys that have been in the military. I think I told you the first year I lost a kid in 2007 named Michael Rojas to a roadside bomb. He played for me in 2004 and 2005. He was an outstanding kid. He was over there in Iraq, and him and about 5 other guys got hit by a roadside bomb, and my life changed from that. Going to that funeral, really feeling the emotion of going through something like that of a kid I was close to, and I know you know as well as anybody. And that is why when you asked me the first year, I was right off the bat, I'm like, let's make this work. And obviously when you re-invited me this year, the logistics were going to be tougher, but we made it work because we know what a great cause. And I know from day one what you're all about. So it really makes it feel good that we're doing this thing again.
First of all, being in the Honorables is an absolute pleasure for us. I mean, I know you're thanking us, but we thank you for what you do for the militaries and the veterans and their families. And so it's absolute our pleasure to be involved in it. It'll be our 3rd year in a row, and we'll be back next year for sure. And however long you keep doing it, we're going to keep doing it. So it's an honor for us. As far as our team is concerned,
well, Mark, we're fired up about the event, here at Oaks Christian, and I have been at the event. In fact, I was in the inaugural event up in Deloro, and we had a fantastic time up there. And we came up the next year and played Granite Bay, and it was really excited for our kids, and it's a great event with a lot of great football teams, a lot of great football coaches. In fact, we have some lifelong friendships that we've developed through the association with the Honor Bowl, and we're looking forward to doing it again.